we take great pride. Example I was going to give you too. I can remember. I think it was our softball team that did not win the regular season championship. They were third or fourth. Went into the conference championship and really caught fire with momentum and everything, and won the conference championship. And oh my heavens! I mean, the women got rings, and it's a big thing. They were going to the nationals. First place they went was the regional, and they drew because they were such a seeded so low that in their regional they went to Los Angeles, California, and played the #1 team, UCLA, and it was like, I don't know what the score, 22-0, but they went to the nationals.
Sure.
They got their rings. We are pretty important. Then you get the swimmers that work as hard as anybody does. And you tell a swimmer, you don't go to the nationals, like 2 100s. No wonder athletic directors are going by and, well, this sport, non-revenue, it's easy to get rid of that. We do stupid things like, well, let's increase this participation size on the team. Well, I got news for you, people. That's money. We used to have 7-zip 5-3-1 scoring on dual meets. Now we have 9-4-3-2-1, 11-4-2 on the relays. So you have increased your travel teams by at least a third. That's money.
Yeah.
And look what the country's going through right now. I predict, and I might be wrong, but you're going to see gender equity is not the problem anymore.
Yeah.
It's money. And we are very vulnerable, and I will point to a couple things too. University of Illinois and the Big Ten,
yep,
they had swimming for, I think, was 90 years, 75, 90 years. No men's team there.
I don't know. Washington.
Big
had
12's
way
down
back.
to 3 teams. What a conference champion that. That's a wake-up call.
Well, I looked at our roster once from when I was swimming for you. Half of the teams that were on our schedule are gone.
Oh, yeah. Right here in the state of Missouri, it's frightening. Being an old veteran like I am, I can tell you that back in the days of the latter part of the 60s, early 70s, I would say we have maybe 10, 11, 12% of the teams still limping along than what we had then. I mean, just every state school had a team. A lot of the private schools had teams. Gone. There's a reason for that, and it's just it's a shame. And this is a completely different subject, but just like the suits, I'm one of the few people that say that I think it's wrong to take the suit away. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's a situation at the last Olympics, tremendous excitement. I remember that they were talking about, I think, the European Championships for television. It's one of the best sports there is. And I remember they would have the World Championship line, and the swimmer in that line, he'd either be ahead of that line or behind it. And, oh, that's exciting. No line anymore. No championships.
Yeah.
But we have the gall to go ahead and say, okay, we're still honoring these records. I'm telling you, records in 2008, 2009 are going to, I think, sit there for 50 years, some of them. And what does it do? Spectators disinterest. Not as exciting anymore,
Yeah.
If it was so doggone exciting and it would be on a national TV, our championships, NCAAs.
Yeah.
I don't think ESPN usually a week later at 2:30 in the morning sometimes. I don't even think they had it this year.
Yeah.
I don't think they were even on there.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit, but maybe not very many events.
Right.
But yeah,
right.
and it's
yeah,
off
it's just
times
and no wonder athletic directors do what they do. I don't blame them.
yeah.
I don't blame them. I mean, it's a sad situation, and I just hope for all the student athletes. This is what I hope for, that there are some changes. But I go back to one word that it's called greed. I wouldn't bet my life on it. So,
Wow. Wow. Thank you.
well, thank you, Sean. I appreciate you do this for us.
Well, all right. A bit of this stuff. Get some of your credentials up on it. Now let's see here. Ah, that's great. That's good stuff. All right. Well, awesome.